Hello, hello. This is my balloon business planner template. So this helps you to track your clients, your events, if you're renting out backdrop rentals, your calendar, your supplier contacts. There's so much in this sheet. There's a balloon menu, mileage tracker, bookkeeping dashboard. There's a cost calculator, which I think is my favorite one. Decoration recipe sheet, balloon decoration planner, a schedule, social media post manager, and marketing tracker, all in one sheet to help you stay organized as a balloon business owner. So I'm going to show you how this sheet works. It's available in Google Sheets and Excel. So we'll start at the front. This is the client tracker. This is essentially your CRM. So you can put in your client's contact information, the first time you contacted them or they contacted you, and you can choose from the drop-down box what priority is this client, where did they find you, and then what's their status. Do they need a follow-up? Have they purchased from you, that sort of thing. So this is essentially the place to put clients before they're ready to buy and they're just potential clients. This one is your dashboard. This will help you to track how much money you've received, how many events you've completed, what is your top package that they've ordered, how many times have people purchased, and what super important events are coming up next. So this is just an overview. All of this stuff in these little boxes are brought in from the event tracker tab, so that's automatic. This will help you to also see, what's your most popular package and how much have you received per package. I love that part. This part with the events, you can actually delete and put something in. So if this is, someone's graduation party, for the best client, whatever their name is, and then what is the event date. So say it's the 3rd. You can choose that there. Highlight it, delete it, that sort of thing if you want to start over. Okay, this is your event tracker. This will tell you how much you've received total, how many events you've completed. You would essentially, every one of these cells, you're going to be typing in, client's name, and so on. Choose the status of the event. Is it confirmed? Is it complete? Let's say it's reserved. What's the package name, or what are they buying? It doesn't have to necessarily be a package. It could just be the bouquet, whatever, big or small. Balloon arch. What's the price? Where's the event location? You can put the name, or you can put the address, the event date, setup time, pickup time. Have they signed the forms? All the way down. How much is owed. Now, this part here, so say the price is $120 and you've received $100, this will tell you how much is owed. Everything else you can just put in information as you get it. This is just check boxes for, have you sent the follow-up reminders before the event, and any notes that you want to remember about the client or the event. This is your backdrop rental tracker. So if you happen to be renting out backdrops as well, you can put the name of the event, name, the type, choose what kind of rental, is this an arch or, a photo booth? What's the color, size, fee, to drop off date? You can double click and choose. If you're in Excel, you would just literally have to just put in the date. Drop off and pickup time, pickup date, the venue, and if there's a staff member other than you that's helping you out for that day to do drop off and pickup. This is your event calendar. So this is a little bit different. So this sheet is just for the backdrop rental. This is just for the events, for all the events. So that you can keep track of everything that you've got going on. And this is a great place for you to take everything from the event tracker, all those details, and just put it on, a smaller sheet so you can see as an overview of what you've got going on this month. This is a place for you to put your supplier contacts, balloon supplier. If I have misspelled balloon 100 times doing this. I always do it with 1 O on accident. So excuse me if you see any typos. I just type fast. So their supplier, name, phone, email, their website, what item, latex balloons, how many times have you ordered from them, how much have you spent, and how much do you like them? Are they a 4, but there's no other supplier for this item, whatever you want to, great quality, whatever you want to remember about them. This is your price list, so you could put, your package names if you're just selling balloon arches or photo booth rentals, whatever you're putting on here. This is totally editable to put whatever you want. This is printable as well, so you can send this to your customers. This balloon menu, I love this. This is printable as well and completely editable. So you can import in your own pictures of your products. So you would just go to Insert, Image, Oversells, choose the item, and then it will import the picture. And you can change this, if you want to call this the balloon arch. And if you want to change the price, by all means. And then whatever it is, just a little snippet of what it is you're selling. So I have 6 options here. Again, totally printable. Order form here, so you can start from scratch, fill out the person's information, their order date, the package, deluxe package, 50 balloons. Told you I'd misspell it again. Say it's 1 at $500. You can put in the delivery date, location, and time. If there's a delivery fee, and then what they're going to be charging. You can also import your logo into this space as well. You can print this out if you want to. I had somebody this week ask me about, how do I make multiple order forms? There's a couple things you could do. So in this drop-down box here, you can duplicate it. You can also rename it. So we could say client 1 order form, or you could even copy to a new spreadsheet, and then you can have the order form on this new spreadsheet. So all your order forms would be all on one sheet. You can do that to stay organized, whatever works for you. So this is your to-do list. Pretty easy. You can track your high, medium, and low priority tasks. You can put a task in here, choose the due date, and then check it off as it's complete. The next is your mileage tracker. So you will choose a date, put in, so we're going to delivery here, from the office to client, and then you put in your odometer start, your odometer finish. It'll, you can put in how many miles you drove. I think now the cents per mile reimbursement is 72 cents. If you wanted to change that to 65, you just delete it and put in the cents per mile reimbursement. This will track how much it's costing you for mileage. You can also put in if there's any parking fees or toll fees, and then your claim for that mileage would be $3.35. If you happen to pay for gas for that trip, you can put in how much you paid. It will track, how much you've actually paid for gas over time. And then this is your total claim. This whole thing is good for accounting. This is your inventory tracker for you to track the total value of your products that you have in stock. Great to know, what do you have in stock? How many backdrops do you have? How much balloons do you have? What do I need to buy? All sorts of things. So choosing from the category in the drop-down box, putting your item description, and then you would put in, how many do you have? So say 10, it's going to cost you 100, and it'll give you the total value. If it needs to be cleaned, what kind of condition it's in, that kind of thing. This is for anything, so you don't have to put the condition, but sometimes if you are doing rentals, or if you've got a helium tank that needs something, repair, or you need to buy a new one, it's just good to keep track of it. This is your bookkeeping dashboard. This will come in from information from the income and expense tab. So this will track your total income, expenses, and net profit for the year. This will track your income and expenses by month as well. So you can see in February, you made $2,000, you had $125 in expenses, and you paid $5 in tax. So your net profit was $1,800. If this happens to be a different year, you can go into the formula tab and just change the 5 to a 6. If it's 2026, hit enter, and it will bring all the other dates down. This will also show your income by month. You just put your mouse over the month and you can see a number. Again, this will tell you your total income, expenses, tax, and profit for the year. This is your income and expense tracker. I'll show you an example of how this works. So you would just put in the date, the category, if it's an income or expense, the title. So say this is a party. This was a balloon arch. You made, say $350. You spent $50 in expenses, $3.50. $3.50 in tax, and your net profit was $296.50. So, and then any notes as well. This is your balloon decoration cost calculator. I love this thing. So you can name your decorations. So say this is going to be, keep saying balloon arches. So let's say balloon garland, and you're trying to figure out how much are we going to sell it for and how much are we making. This here will tell you your total cost of all your items. So you essentially put in all of the items that it takes to make that product. So let's say you've got some latex balloons. I don't know the pricing, so let's just say it's 50 cents per balloon and you need 200 of them. You can choose from the drop-down box items or pieces. Say you need pink balloons, cost you 25 cents. You need 100 of those. So the total cost of all of this is here. Then we'll also put in, how much is it going to cost us to prepare it? We need planning, preparation, arrangement time. There's other options and packaging. So if you're going to pay yourself or your staff, $18 an hour, for each one of these things, you work for 1 hour on planning, 1 hour on prep, 30 let's say 2 hours to make it. Anything else you wanted to add in, you could just change that here, delete it, put something else. Packaging, so maybe your packaging, how much does it cost to wrap this with your plastic or whatever you put on over it. So say that's $50. So it's going to cost with preparation $122 to prepare, and then mileage. Say we drove 50 miles, and then it costs $36 to deliver it. So over here, it's going to calculate your ingredients, which is here, your prep, which is from here, delivery, which is from there, and your grand total cost to make the darn thing is $399. Now, here, the decoration price, this is where we're going to say how much do we want to sell it for. We're keeping an eye on the net profit we want to make and the profit margin. Most people like to make at least 50% profit, so we'll just say it's going to be $800. So our net profit is $400, profit margin is $50. If you want to do more than that, go for it, and then make 60% profit. But this will help you to have a gauge for that. Like I said earlier, if you wanted to, choose this, duplicate and rename to each specific item that you have, so you have a cost and you know how much things cost, that would be good for organization purposes. This is your recipe sheet. So this will help you to keep track of how many balloons of each color or what all items do I need to make the race balloon arch. That way, and then you can rename them. That way you can keep track. And if you have staff that help you to do this, you can keep everything organized. This is a decoration planner. So this would be if you're talking with a potential client and you're trying to figure out details for an upcoming event. What are you making them? What is this for? And what is the date of the event? And then you can put in the client's name, address, where it's going to be at, what's the style, This is going to be formal. What's the size, the colors, and then the confirmation of the event. I have this set up, so you're going to confirm in the formula. I have this. You're going to confirm this a week before. If you wanted to do it to 2 weeks before, we would delete this out and minus 14 from the date of event. So now we have the confirmation of the 17th. The make the decoration is going to be 5 days before, and delivery date, that's just a day you're going to choose. So say we're going to deliver it on the day of. There is also your items, the cost, and then this will add up all of your supplies here in the items. Your labor, you can just put that in for whatever you would like. The total cost to make is supplies plus labor. And then markup, I had this as a markup of 50% profit. If you want to do 100% profit, double it, and that's how much you should sell this item for. So that's up to you. And then I have a to-do list here. You can check things off as you have them complete, and you can also delete this and make your own to-do list for this specific client, buy special balloons and whatnot. This is your employee schedule. This is if you have lots of things happening and you're trying to stay organized with everything you have going on. This is just like, okay, this week we've got Jane delivering the deluxe package to Lakeview Hall at 10 a.m. This is your employee timesheet. So if you have staff working for you, you can choose the week. So let's just start the week of the 21st. No, let's choose a different time. Let's do the October 5th. It will change the dates and the days for you. The employee would come in, or you can put in, say they started at 10, they work till 3:0:0:0 p.m. Make sure that when you're putting it in the timesheet, you're doing it in this format, because otherwise it'll give you an error. It will track your total hours. If they happen to work a lot, and there was overtime, let's see if we can get that overtime to pull up. Okay, yeah, if there's overtime, it will track it for you. And then it will track your total hours from both together. This is your regular hours. If they're getting paid, say $18 an hour, it will track and calculate your total overtime for you and give you how much you should pay your staff. This is your social media post manager. I use this personally for my own business, so this is really helpful. So what I do is I plan my social media in advance. So say they're going to come in and do the social media post on the 24th, the title of it, and the description, items from this week with photos, whatever you want to do, hashtag Fun Friday. So I usually have my description all written out, and then I have my hashtags put in. And so when I'm ready to use this description, I pop it in, and then, I'm checking off the boxes as I post to each one of these social media sites. This last one is the hardest one. So this is your marketing tracker. This will help you to track how much you're spending on ad spend and how much, are the ads working or not. You can see how much you've spent total on your ads, how much revenue you've made, and how many conversions or sales you've made. So you can put in the campaign name, the day you started the campaign, the day you ended the campaign. What platform did you use? How much did you spend? How many items you advertised? So say we wanted to specifically focus on, 2 products in our store. How many impressions did you get? How many clicks did you get? How many sales or conversions did you get? Let's say 30. And then how much money did you make? And then it will tell you your cents per click, your click-through rate, your conversion rate, your return on investment, and your return on ad spend. The higher the number, the better the performance. And then you can say, is this active or complete? So let's say it's active, excellent ad. That way we know which ones worked and which ones didn't. So super cool. So essentially, this is your balloon business planner bundle. It's available on my website at savvyandthriving.com. I have lots of other sheets to help you keep track of your home, your budget, human resources, employees, lots of different businesses. So take a look around. I've got at least 400 sheets at the time of making this video that could potentially help you. If you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.